What's up?
Hey,
How y'all doing on this beautiful Monday? Welcome to Tea Time with Andre and Tired Peasant. I'm Andre.
and I'm Tired Peasant and Free Palestine.
Free Palestine. Yeah, that's right. All right. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. And also too, we got a guest, but he's behind. He's in the backstage. Willie Bragg. Willie, if you're hearing this, we're gonna add you in about like 20 minutes or so. So be patient. This was a last minute thing to add you. So you know, if you don't mind, like to wait that
Stop
long,
fighting,
that's
please.
fine. So, um, okay. Tea Time is exclusively on the ATP network. You can catch the ATP network
I'll buy you
on
candy tomorrow
YouTube,
if you behave.
Twitch, Rumble, and Twitter. And also, two guys. Yeah, I don't have banners right now, so I can't post the shameless plugs. But okay. Ty Peasant, Liz, what you want to talk about first?
Well, so many things happen on day one. So, okay. So first of all, for Red Note, I think everyone who migrated to Red Note, you should really stay. It broadens your horizons. Chinese citizens, they're so welcoming and they love to hear your everyday American experience about how this country is a dystopian hellhole. So yeah, and so I told you about TikTok, huh?
Yeah.
Wasn't it okay? You guys, how did you guys survive the fall of TikTok? um, when TikTok came back, did it feel off for you,
Mm,
Andre?
mm,
What do you think?
I'm happy. At first, I'm like, oh shit, it's back. I was at work. Yeah, I was happy, and I think what you're calling it. Now I have to delete that because apparently some shit went down. I'm finna share the screen. Oh, yeah,
It
yeah,
was
it's crazy.
fishy all along. Some backroom deal happened. I'm not sure, but the algorithm is not the same. And we
Yeah,
have proof. We have the receipts. Show them, Andre.
give me a second, guys. I gotta like see. Yeah, when you told me that, I'm like, what? I'm like, no. I'm like, no wonder it came back so fast. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not right now. Oh, there? Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's not loud. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Shh. Go over there then. All right. Where? Oh, okay. It's low. Sorry. You can go ahead. I'm sorry.
You good? Pulling up now. Let me see. Okay.
It's low now. It's low. Please let me finish my show. Okay. He has
Okay.
it.
Get.
So it says you can no longer say Free Palestine on TikTok. Now this wasn't my account didn't get banned, but I found this from on Blue
Wow.
Sky,
Me?
and a comrade. Uh, I guess something happened where they posted Free Palestine, and their comment got removed. It violates their community guidelines now. And also, there's like certain things that you can't
Wow.
that they
When you
won't
when
let you
you told
search. Yeah, I'm
when you
listening.
told me that, I'm like, yeah, no wonder. Yeah, when you told me that, no wonder they brought it back so fast. Yeah, like allegedly, guys, they must have made a deal with few billionaires or some shit. And yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll figure it out together. Keep talking. Sorry, technical difficulties. Hold on.
Yeah. So
Just
you
give me
good?
the controller. I'm trying to do the
Yeah.
controller.
Yeah. So I found out.
It's
So
only 10 minutes.
so she told me that, and then
I don't have this
she
in
told
3
me
months.
that you can't say free Palestine on TikTok anymore. And then I thank Donald Trump.
Or
I
my
made a post
computer.
said thank you Donald Trump for bringing it back. But I think it was more than Trump. So yeah, 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 it's wild. Like yeah, I wasn't gonna leave Red Note anyway. I, you know what though? I wasn't gonna leave Red Note anyway. But yeah.
The algorithm has
Yeah,
changed. You can even check. You can even check for yourself if like it's something feels off. And
yeah,
before I found out about this, I just had like this feeling. I'm like, something doesn't seem right. And a lot of other creators on TikTok uh,
yeah,
feel the
yeah,
same.
yeah,
And that's
yeah.
proof right there.
It don't feel right. It really don't. Um, I didn't notice it at first, but like an hour before we got on, I noticed like why is this different shit popping up? Like I follow people that like pro Palestine, anti-Israel. Yeah, but when you showed me this, you told me about that, I'm like, yeah. So
And
basically, TikTok.
I don't know if it's still happening, but last time I heard um, that they froze the payments for the creators. I don't know if that's
Oh yeah.
still true, but that's the last our publicist actually gave me that information.
Okay.
So
Shout out to the publicist for that. Yeah.
shout out to Travis,
Yeah.
publicist.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that's crazy.
I got first place.
So you
I win it.
like I know we don't know for sure yet, but do you think Facebook bought TikTok?
I
I hope
mean,
not.
Mark was there. Well, the all the richest men, those rich oligarch bastards, billionaire tech bros were there, and the CEO of TikTok were there. All of them were there. I'm like,
Uh-oh. Yeah.
But have you heard, Andre? You know, they lost Luigi's invitation in the inauguration.
Oh man. Oh, come on. That's cold.
I mean,
Damn. Yeah.
I win.
I'm sure it would have been like a fireworks display of fun, huh?
Yeah. It'd have been so awesome. I'll pay box office to see that happen in action, like live. Shit.
If only some Luigi's showed up to the inauguration with
You
all.
know what? I just thought of something. Like instead of like targeting the people that are, the unalivers, I gotta talk in coded language. Like, go after the ones that make our life a living hell. You see what I'm saying? Like, go
And
after them instead of the other.
they were all in one spot. Literally, all the war criminals.
Yeah. Con artists, war criminals. Yep.
All in the
Yeah,
same
like,
spot. So you don't even have to like. I'm just saying.
yeah. Yeah, like they right.
And even those Supreme Court bitches that upheld the ban.
Yeah. Yeah, like, man, I would have escorted Luigi myself to Supreme Court for protest. You know what I mean? I'd be his bodyguard. Like Luigi, do your thing, bro.
So yeah, it was really sad that his invitation got misplaced, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, shame. Yeah.
So that's why I also sent you okay. I also sent you another video that
Okay.
the reason why they said that they made the inauguration in the not that one, but sorry, I just sent you another one. We'll post that one too. But I sent you another one about how
Okay, give me a
the
second.
real reason why I sent it to your DMs. The real reason why they did the whole inauguration inside, it's not because it's cold. You know that was a fucking lie, right?
Yeah, that's a lie. Yeah.
They're fucking
Okay, I got it.
scared.
I'm finna pull it up now. Yeah, it's a fucking lie. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Common sense. That's common sense. Yeah, scared. Oh yeah. Man, CEOs are hiding right now. You know that, right? They're literally hiding.
Like Trump said, it's the revolution of common sense. Yeah, the common sense that they're telling us to. Now we're gonna tell them to eat the rich.
Yep, eat the rich. Need to eat the landlords too. All right, I'm gonna play
Mao?
it. Let me see.
I'm gonna say this because I know y'all thinking
Oh,
it.
good job,
The
good job.
inauguration is not outside for one reason and one reason only, and it's not because it's cold outside.
All of us
One
went because
word.
they picked the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 100%.
Got that right. Yep, that one word.
It wasn't even
One
that
word.
cold in
Yep.
Washington, D.C. That was a fucking sorry ass excuse.
It's more colder.
Those
It's more
motherfuckers
colder
are.
where I live at. Yeah.
Those
Yeah, I
motherfuckers
think
are
what 40
scared,
degrees in Washington.
and they should be.
Yeah, they scared.
I'm just saying they should be.
Good.
I mean,
Well,
common sense.
Trump almost got unalive twice, so I understand why his motherfucking ass scared. You see what I'm saying? No other motherfucker, them billionaires, it should be
I'm
scared too.
surprised. I'm surprised Elon didn't bring his kid for a human shield. Oh wait, they weren't outside, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah. Oh shit.
They're gonna cut this out.
Hell.
Minecraft.
Again.
In Minecraft, obviously.
Yep, in Minecraft, guys. In Minecraft, okay?
You should have picked that one.
Yeah. Man.
So yeah,
Okay.
the reason it's not. I'm sorry, Trump.
Hey, Mom,
His asses.
you
They're all.
a little bit louder.
They were all scared. It wasn't because of the cold. They were afraid of getting smoked. Pretty
Right.
much. They're
Yeah.
afraid of getting smoked.
More,
That's
Yeah,
all. it
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah. Hey, like Trump.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trump the same motherfucker. They have a glass thing around him. I mean,
Like he's the fucking Pope. Some shit.
glass thing around him.
So come on.
Like,
Cause it's cold.
it's cold. Wow.
It's
Man,
because Luigi. That's
Luigi.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Luigi had a spark.
Yeah. Man, Luigi, I think the Luigi situation started something.
Oh
Gotta
yeah.
tell people is on edge more now than ever. And I love it. I love every
I love
minute
to
of
see
it.
it. We're on
Me
edge
too.
every fucking day.
Yeah. Always on edge for some reason. So
Love to see
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So guys, TikTok is bad now. See it
Yep.
for yourself. There's receipts. Look
Yeah.
at the algorithm. Something ain't right, and we don't have to tell you. There's receipts. You can do it. I'm sure a lot of people have TikTok accounts. You should get familiar with it. Something don't sound right, and let me know if they still froze the money for people.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, everyone. So yeah, homework. Check the algorithm. Check TikTok. Play around with it. Something smells fishy. Something is fishy. Question that shit. Go on Red Note.
Yeah. Go to Red Oak.
Hold on. I also my friend in the group our group chat said those MAGAs motherfuckers infiltrated Red Note. So some of those bastards are on it. So
I ain't gonna. Oh God.
MAGA motherfuckers, get the fuck off of Red Note, or have your horizons broadened. But I bet you motherfuckers are there to start shit.
Yeah.
Red Note,
Yeah.
yeah.
Red Note is so peaceful, but yeah, I knew it's gonna get tainted after a while, like Twitter and Facebook and
But no,
Instagram.
but it's still good. Meaning like
yeah,
people ban they ban the bad people. So
yeah. Blue Sky ain't bad either though. It ain't as bad as I thought it. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's that's what's happening. The TikTok. So yeah, TikTok is fishy. Question that, you guys. Really question that. We even have the
Yeah.
receipts.
Yeah.
And fascism, just to let you guys know, if you didn't know, fascism, it's been here. But now they're going to now they're even more comfortable, and they don't even have to hide it anymore.
Oh no, it's all out now. Out in the
Oh, we
open.
have we have receipts for that too.
Oh yeah. Finna pull it up in a second. Yeah. Yeah. If y'all don't know what we talking about.
The Nazi himself, Elon Musk,
Yeah. Yeah. That son of a.
that Nazi scumbag.
I can't stand that dude. He destroyed my account.
He
Yep. And
destroyed mine too.
oh, he got yours banned. Oh my god. He might well ban me too. Hell, why not? I mean, it's my account is useless. Like I
Oh yeah,
ask
I got
people to.
shadow banned too. Seems like it. Seems like it.
Yeah, I noticed
And
that.
motherfuckers are trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
community. Okay, let's. Yeah.
He,
Nazis have been here. Fascism has been here, but now they're going to make
here
it
we
more
go. Here we go.
comfortable. Now they're coming out, and they're like, okay, this is what they want.
Yeah. Look at this motherfucker.
I'm telling
Look at
people,
him.
buckle up. This shit's going to get fucking crazy.
Mm.
He did it twice too.
Man,
Look.
man, is this?
I win.
Good job. Good job.
Watch this.
Hey, now.
Right there. That is, yeah, fucking Nazi. Nazi salute.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
He did it twice too. He did it there, and then on the
Yep.
same day he did it on
Twitter's a
another
Nazi
event.
platform, anyways.
But now his simps
Oh,
want to do
okay.
community notes
Yeah,
to
yeah,
say that
yeah.
he's just autistic, or he doesn't know better. He's just autistic, or he wasn't doing the Nazi salute. And then they posted pictures of Hillary and Kamala Harris doing it to try to like say, hey, they're Nazis. There's Nazis. No, they are. They both are.
They are. All of them are.
Both are. All of them. It's pretty on brand. Both
Yeah,
parties
both
are
are.
Nazis. So if you're telling me that Kamala does
Yeah.
that too and Hillary, well, yeah, I'm not going to argue with you. They do. They're both Nazis. But yeah, so Elon.
They are
saying
Nazi,
that some people are saying that Elon's doing it because he doesn't know better. He's autistic. Aren't you on I'm on the spectrum. Do you see me doing that shit?
Yeah, I'm level 1 on the spectrum. I feel like I'm on level 2, but yeah, if I start doing that shit on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok, yeah, let me know. Like I'll make an excuse. Yeah, I'm autistic. I'm autistic, man. I don't know no better. Yeah, that's such embarrassing to people who are autistic. Like that, really? Like really?
Exactly.
No, Elon showed his ass. Like shout out to Savvy Sav for
He
saying
showed
it.
his
Showed
ass.
his ass.
And also people are saying he's just trolling to make us pissed. No, he's showing you who he is, because he always showed us who he was, but now he could be more comfortable doing it since Trump is president. So
Yeah.
this is a difference between us and the liberals. The liberals think fascism just started today. No.
No, I didn't start.
Fascism
today.
has been here. The difference is they're more comfortable showing it to you, and it's going to get worse. They're going to keep showing it with all the executive orders.
Yep.
All that stuff. So Elon Musk
Yeah.
is a Nazi.
Yeah.
The presidents and presidents past, they're fucking Nazis.
Yep.
That's what they wanted. That's what they want. That's their end goal. Both parties want a Christian nationalist country. That's what both parties want. And we are heading to that. We're heading towards that way. We really are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Speaking of that, I sent you another video since Trump will be. He signed an executive order to for a lot of ICE raids. So this is a video. This is a video for the white people on that's listening right now.
Okay. pull it up now. Yeah. And also, guys, before I pull it up, like the video, by the way. Helps us out in the algorithm. So
Like and subscribe.
The hell?
And fuck Israel.
What the hell?
If
Fuck
you're in a
Israel.
public location and you see ICE, there are a few things you're going to do. Number one, you're going to yell at the top of your lungs, La migra.
La migra.
La migra. Okay? Then you're going to cause a scene. Knock shit over, display something, do something, right? And if they are approaching you and they are asking you for information, it is not illegal to lie to them. If you know damn well a bunch of people went that way, they went that way. Okay? Love, light, and happy hexing.
So basically, she's
Yeah.
saying everyone, white people, allies, repeat after me.
Yeah.
La migra, la migra, la migra.
La migra.
So,
La migra. Yeah.
yeah, if you see
Okay.
an ICE truck, they're trying to, try to warn people, scream, speak to your manager, like do what some white people do, cause a ruckus, like
Yeah.
cause a distraction, because we need
Yeah.
you. We need all hands on deck. We
Yeah.
needed it before. But
We need it now
liberals-
more than ever.
Yes, more than ever. Liberals, I guess you woke up from brunch, bitch. Welcome to the Hunger Games, because it's been like that. It's fucking been like that. But you know what?
Yeah.
Do you want to fight with us? And some people on the left are like, "Are you serious? Are you stupid?" You know what? Maybe not all the liberals will like fight with us in this fight, but maybe there's one or two or three that can be radicalized. I'm just saying, like, and I'm
Yeah.
not talking about those motherfuckers that are protesting right now because Trump is here.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers should have been protesting Biden too.
Oh God. Yeah. I can't stand them motherfuckers.
I'm-
We're talking about the ones that are actually like want to change. I hope. Change
Yeah,
for the
the
better.
ones that hate both parties and the ones that need to be radicalized to hate both parties. But yeah, shit's gonna get worse. Buckle up, you guys. Buckle up. And so liberals, yeah, fascism didn't start today, my friends. It's been here since the U.S. colonized what we call America. So, in the next video, is about a protest, and then
Okay.
I'll say my last words after that.
Okay. Oh, you sent it to me?
Yeah, about the
Let me see.
guillotines.
Oh yeah. Okay. Give me a second. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Pull up just a second. Give me a second. Just a second, guys.
No problem.
Oh, you see.
I'm falling off something. It's painful in a game for me. I'm just falling off something big thing. It's a rolling thing. It's for cats to strip. It's for kids to go on it and run. But I'm just falling because I'm tiny.
We got 9 watching on YouTube right now. All 9 of y'all better hit that like button.
Yeah, like and subscribe, or else Elon Musk might visit you.
Shit. Let me see. Hold on.
Oh, the church too, that I heard about.
Oh
That
yeah.
church.
Okay. Let
So
me
many.
see.
Also, Border Patrol agent down.
Let me pull up church.
Did you hear me?
Uh-oh.
Border Patrol agent
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Sit down. He went down. Down to the ground, baby. Down to the ground.
Hey,
Down to the ground.
violence with violence. Just saying.
Hey.
Well,
Hey.
I just did it. Well, yeah, it actually was.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right. Gonna play this.
This is in a church in Oviedo, Florida.
To home, Seminole County investigators are looking for vandals who sprayed racist graffiti on historic black church in Oviedo. It was found on a church that is being turned into a museum on James Drive.
West 2's Bob Hazen explains museum leaders are calling this a hate crime.
Of course, no shit.
Seminole County deputies already painted over the graffiti that was right here on the wall, and the people who have been fixing up this church put this note on the front door asking people to pray for them.
Kind of bring tears to your eyes when you hear something like that.
That's how one longtime Oviedo resident reacted after seeing the vandalism yesterday. Someone spray painted the Nazi SS along with a lightning bolt symbol and wrote a hateful message in another spot on the church. They did it on the St. James AME Church in the Jamestown section near Oviedo. The building is close to 90 years old, and it was part of the Gabriella Colored School campus that taught the descendants of slaves. We talked to Judith Smith, who's been working to restore the building and turn it into a museum so it can be a source of understanding. She said this attack will not stop her.
Didn't shock me. That wasn't it, because you know why it didn't shock me? Because we have been through so much just trying to get this project off the ground.
The Seminole County Sheriff's Office says they are taking this very seriously and consider this a case of felony criminal mischief. They're asking anyone with information about who might be responsible for that graffiti to call the Sheriff's Office or Crime Line. Covering Seminole County near Oviedo, Bob Hazen, West 2 News.
And
wow.
Interesting how it happened yesterday. I'm just saying, more incidents like this, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to be even more ramped because they feel these Nazis fucking scum.
Yeah.
They're going to feel even more comfortable doing it now, even more.
Exactly.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, a good Nazi is a fucking dead one.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I say to myself, if I see a Nazi in the street, I just want to
punch your local Nazis. Please.
Like I said, Mama said, knock a Nazi out.
But incidents like these, it's going to be more frequently. Now, shit like this been happening, but what I'm trying to say is that more people are even more comfortable now doing it. So, it's just going to get worse.
The guillotine. Yeah. Hey, we have to be ready. We know we in all actuality, we need to load up, like especially us as color folk. Like we need to load up now more than ever. Like,
And in this next video, I heard guillotines are back in style. I thought they never left.
Here you go. Oh shit. Yeah.
Come get some. Oh yeah. Based beyond
that's
belief.
funny. Yeah, that's so based. Yeah.
So guillotines are back in style, but like I said, did they ever leave? I don't think so.
Nah.
So my message to everyone is, if it was a different timeline, if we were talking about Kamala winning the president, I would still have the same energy to say that it doesn't matter who won the presidency.
Yeah.
Shit's gonna get worse no matter what. And shit is getting worse. Especially under the Trump administration, because let me put it this way. Both parties are fascists. Both parties are Nazis. But now they're going to make it even comfortable. The Democratic Party is going to make you believe that they're the good guys and they condone this. But in reality, they're doing back-ended, behind-the-scenes deals with the Nazis because they are the Nazis. You get me? So, and you can even see what Elon Musk did. Like they're right now they're comfortable with doing this because this is their end game. Project 2025 is for both parties. Both parties want to put you in a Christian nationalist country. It's already there, but I'm trying to tell you that it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
So I know the majority of us can't leave the country because we're poor.
Yeah.
We got to stay for the fight. But if you can get out, if there's any way that you can, I suggest you should try. But most of us will be staying for the fight and all. Well, we gotta stop this infighting. This can't happen anymore.
Yeah.
We are running out of time. Climate change. He wants to drill, baby drill, with literally we don't have much time for climate change to even get worse. The fires in California are still running rapid. I'm just saying, you guys, it's gonna get worse. So buckle the fuck up. Stop the infighting. Like, now's not the time.
One last thing. I know you gotta go, but I made up with one of my former ATP members, Marty B. I realized I was wrong for what I said. I should have listened him out more. See, this is a lesson for me too, guys. Like, I'm not perfect either. I always talk about infighting. I wasn't trying to start anything on that After Dark show. I was just so upset. I was disappointed.
It's understandable. It's valid.
So guys, we got to stop the infighting. Hopefully I can build more community on Twitter again, but right now I'm stay small with only like 4 or 5 people. So if I don't respond to you on Twitter, it's not because I don't like you. I like it. I love everybody. I'm a lover, but I just, after what happened the last month, I just don't want to. Yeah. I just want to decompress my mind. That's all.
Understandable.
Okay. Any last words?
Just we gotta fight harder, even now.
Gotta fight.
The liberals just woke up, but we've been away from brunch. Just continue to fight. For the white people, be a good ally. Do your best. Remember, la migra. There's gonna be ICE raids coming to cities near us, so we have to do anything that we can to help our Black and brown people. So we just gotta stay vigilant, question everything. With TikTok, everybody felt comfortable, like, hey, it's back. Don't think Trump, he's the guy who he wanted the ban to happen in the first place.
Oh yeah.
And Israel.
I remember that. Damn.
And the Democrats could have stopped it because they want it banned too. Both sides work together to stop your freedom of speech. They want to control the narrative. And that's what they did last night. That's what they did when they shut TikTok down. They did some behind the scenes back deal, and now they are trying to control the narrative. They're censoring stuff. So shit's gonna get worse, you guys. You can tell with Elon Musk did the whole Nazi symbolism. It wasn't a joke. It's not because he's autistic. He's just showing you who he is with his full chest out. So we just got to continue the fight and fight harder. Shit's going to get worse. I don't mean to be bleak, but if we work together, there may be a light at the end of the tunnel. But right now, shit's bleak. Shit is dark. Shit is fucked. We are cooked. But
Misty
all I can say is that we're fucked. We're cooked.
We're fucked.
But all we have is each other. So let's organize in your local communities, organize outside of here, organize inside of here, combine the two together. Keep having more independent media. Post more videos about yourself, saying about what's happening in your town or what's happening, more dystopian hell that's happening. Just be your own news media. Like we did in the ATP network, we have our own network. You can do that, or you can just post videos. I just need everybody to document what's happening. Document the fall of the empire. We need to document the fall of the empire because the empire is crumbling.
Yeah.
And we are watching it on Wi-Fi. So we are the news reporters.
Yeah.
We need to document the fall of the empire. The Nazis
Yeah.
have been here, but now they're all coming out because they feel comfortable. So
Yeah.
all I can say is that we just got to keep the fight.
Yeah. Yeah. And also,
And-
guys, too, just, if you're going to start your own thing, start it small. Like, please start it small and grow. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Who's our guest today?
Willy Bragg. I'm finna
Willy
add him.
Bragg. Tell him I said hello.
All right.
Yeah, I have to step out for my kids, but
Okay.
I hope you guys have a good rest of the show.
All right.
Yeah, our show is going to be interesting during this time, I think, and it's
Lord.
more than ever. We have to spread the truth.
Yeah, that's true.
All
right. Bye.
Bye, Andre.
Bye. What up, Willie?
Hey, how are you doing today?
Good, man. Sorry about that, man. I should have. Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah. A lot of crazy shit happened today. I didn't even know. Like, I'm not even on social media like that anymore. Like, I decided like I'm just gonna post what I gotta say and log off. Shout out to Ty Peasant. She tell me everything that goes on around here, and I didn't know that TikTok is now censoring shit. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, TikTok. I mean, everything just happened so fast. I mean, they did the ban a few days ago. What was it? What? Not even 24. No, wasn't even 24 hours, was it? And then
I think it was. Yeah, it was like 21 hours. No. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I was just like, good gracious, it is back on and whatever. It's all theatrical, and one thing that's really bad about it is they're going to go, some young impressionable people going to be like, well, Trump brought it back or whatever. Trump, he didn't give a damn whether it's banned or not. He, whatever influence he did it for his own means. He's not no friend of freedom of speech. And I want to make that clear to people who thinks that Trump is friend of freedom of speech. Yeah, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden are pro-censorship. So is Donald Trump.
Yeah. According to Ty Peasant, she said herself, like, Donald Trump wanted banned as well. So, but my thing is, though, why Trump advocated for it? You think he just did it to make himself look good, or he wanted to buy it, and
he's a showsman. He's a showsman. I mean, and that's what he is. And so he's going to do whatever it takes, because, he doesn't have a core ideology. I mean, at the end of the day, and all of that. But am I allowed to curse on this show?
Go ahead, okay. Man. Raw and uncut.
All right, fuck Elon Musk. I just wanted to say that, especially what I saw in the last few hours. Had to get that out of my chest.
I don't blame you, man. Like Elon Musk fucked up my Twitter account, man. I'm really thinking about leaving Twitter, bro. Like, I just can't take it anymore. Like, Twitter is such a shithole now. It's like people aren't seeing my stuff like they used to. I just ask random people, hey, you see my tweets like you used to? They said no. And then, like, every time I post something, I get an email from Twitter saying it's limited visibility, which means nobody sees it at all. I don't know why they even keep it up. Just say we removed it. And then, like, it's so frustrating, especially when you, like, I'm doing like mutual aid type shit on there, like online, like trying to help people raise money for this and that. But it's frustrating, man. And then Elon Musk doing a Nazi salute, like, fuck that guy, man.
I mean, it's when I saw that, I was just like, damn, that's bold, I mean, it's one thing for Richard Spencer, who's a fringe figure, to do that back in 2016. You could say, well, Richard Spencer, he's kooky, he's weird, he's out there in the margins. But this Elon Musk, I mean, this guy, he's supposed to be the in the center of the political culture and where everything is happening. and not supposed to be considered. He's supposed to be considered a mainstream person, and he's doing that. That's mighty damn bold.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's too fucking much. And then
Yeah.
one thing about Elon Musk that got me is when he wanted to buy Twitter, he said he gonna make it free speech, free speech platform. And this motherfucker did the exact opposite. Like, I knew that the Jack Dorsey era of Twitter had its ups and downs. Like, they suspended accounts too, but Elon, like, this Twitter suspending like every big leftist account you could think of, man. They suspended hey, what they do? Garland Nixon.
I was about to mention him.
They suspended Ty Cousins' account. They suspended who else they suspended? I think they suspended Fiorella Isabel's account, but she got her account back somehow. I don't know how she did it, but
her
like
YouTube
they going
account
out
suspended too, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Him as well. And I'm like, yeah. And then every time you go on there, like I see number of right wingers spewing Nazi shit, like literally Nazi shit on Twitter, bro. Like years ago, yeah, Nick Fuentes, yeah. Every time I go on the explore tab, Nazi shit, man. Like it just like being on there these days, it just it's not usable anymore either. Though I ain't gonna even mention all the bugs and glitches it has on there, man. Like one time I clicked on something, it's saying it's being over. What it said, the server is override right now. Wait, try again. Like couldn't even see a message. So yeah, well he fired like 70% of the staff, so of course it's gonna be buggy. so yeah, man.
Yeah, this is the second count. I had one years ago. And this second one I had, was used for my Willy Bragg Show channel for YouTube. So because I don't even know the password for my previous one. But the thing about it is, this is before Elon Musk took over. I knew that there was censorship there and things like that. Yeah. And I, at first before. I was agnostic about Elon Musk taking over. I said, well, if he supports free speech, I support free speech, But the bargain wasn't, to me, Elon Musk comes in, bring out all the right wingers and attack the left. Now, I hate right wingers. But I tolerate them being on there. But here's the thing: free speech is for everybody. Excluding the left and attacking the left is not free speech.
Right. I don't mind right wingers being on there, but at the end of the day, it's like, they could say Nazi shit, and God forbid if I say what from the river to the sea, my account get limited visibility. Like, that's not making any sense. You see what I'm saying?
Here's the thing: when we say from the river to the sea, we're not attacking Jewish people. We have a problem with policies by Israel toward the Palestinians. This is not an attack on the Jewish religion nor the Jewish people as far as the ethnicity. There's a lot of left-wing Jews out there, in the movement. So obviously we're not attacking Jewish people. But when the right-wing do their shit, they're attacking Jewish people as an ethnicity, as a religion. That's the difference. And when you think that's far worse?
That's way worse. Yeah, that's way worse. Yeah.
For normie, that would be way worse, I would think.
Yeah. Like I remember Cal Kalinske said something. He said when Hamas said from the river to the sea, they actually mean like little violence. I kind of disagree with that. What you think?
Well, I have a perspective on Hamas, and they mentioned this on Jimmy Dore show too. Hamas was basically infiltrated by the Mossad initially, and it was basically a divide conquer strategy, because back in the 70s and the 80s during the Cold War, the PLO basically orbited around Soviet influence, and this was at a time when, before the theocratic fundamentalist movement became a thing in the Middle East, it was more secular, and these so-called terrorists that were secular, whatever, they had no problem with the West otherwise, other than colonialism. and all of that.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly, man.
exactly. So it was a divide and conquer strategy. Look what the U.S. did in Afghanistan in the 1980s. That shit cost 9/11 more than anything you can ever imagine. Right
Yeah.
there, I
Right.
mean, just and Iraq was a very secular country. Look what the United States did in 2003, right? I mean, in Libya under Hillary Clinton, she turned that country back into a slave state, the most prosperous country on the continent, right there. And Gaddafi has some solutions to elevate the entire continent out of poverty and to modernize everything. And Hillary Clinton had, she's got blood on her hands. I mean, it just
Obviously, yeah, Libya, yeah. It's the truth.
yeah. So, and I mean, I used to be a shit lib kind of, but I've grown tremendously more anti-imperialist over the years. It's just it's just the American empire,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you look at the American Empire, like from a glass full perspective, yeah. You can't really do nothing but change. Like that's what happened to me, man. Back in 2016, man, like I hope people don't see this, but look back at my tweets, man. Like I used to be a shit lib too. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, yeah, I used to be a shit lib. I used to hate Trump. I said, fuck Trump, fuck the establishment. I'm not fuck Trump, not the establishment. Fuck Trump, fuck the right, all that shit. But yeah, like
I mean,
I came a long way.
I mean, I still don't like the right. I oppose Republican politics as a general rule. Not individual Republicans, but but I oppose the anti-labor crap from the Republican Party, the religious right, fanaticism, that sort of thing. I'm not saying every Republican is evil, but I just, but the Democrats do a lot of things that the Republicans want to. I mean, the Obamacare thing, it was a Heritage Foundation plan, for example.
Yeah. And the Heritage Foundation is the same organization that crafted Project 2025. So
exactly.
Yeah, that's what we always say when we say both sides, are the same, like the duopoly.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what did you? Oh, you go ahead.
I was just saying, I bet you someone like a Dean Phillips of Minnesota will be the Democratic nominee in 2028. He'll probably win and then kind of usurp a lot of Project 2025 and put a rainbow flag on it and say, hey, we're progressive.
Yeah, about labels, man. That's why, as you notice, I took off the hammer and sickle. I took off any other label I had because, like, people always infiltrate labels. Like Kamala Harris could say herself, like, for example, like she's a progressive. Like we all know good and damn well she's not no progressive. You see what I'm saying? So I look at things differently now. I decided to, like, I'm willing to listen to some people that I disagree with, like if they mean it from the heart. You see what I'm saying? Like
good faith.
If they good faith actors, like, it's a lot of people that are bad faith, that has a communist symbol in their bio, and they actually are, like, I hate to say this, but plants. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of plants on Twitter too as well. I learned that, like did you just, like, it's hard. Okay, like, Willie, I'm gonna ask you specifically. I know I'm all over the place. How you feel about the left on Twitter as a whole?
It depends on which leftist. Now, when I came on this channel, the current Twitter channel that I'm on, the leftists I have encountered has actually been overall positive, but as opposed to some of the shit lives I have encountered over the years, because as I said, it just depends who I run across.
Okay.
And that's basically what it comes down to. Now I have people who are kind of shit lib adjacent, and they're not all bad people. They just, they're, everybody has to take their own time to reach their own conclusions about things.
Yeah, I learned that too. Like when you try to radicalize people, they might not get it at first, but hopefully down the road they'll come back to you and say, Yeah, man, you're right about the United States being a fascist country. Like, yeah. Um, well, I look at the Twitter left as have good faith, have bad faith. I think it's more bad faith because I see that a lot of people ain't serious, like forming a movement. Like we need a movement now because, as Tyler President said earlier, like the shit about to get worse, even worse, and it's feel like a lot of people are just unserious, like they just on here just for the clout, you know. I mean, that's how I feel. That's why I kind of like stayed away
Oh,
from
yeah.
like interacting with people because I'm not trying to be a purity tester. Like I'm not, you know, I'm not perfect. I'm way far from that. But I'm just saying, I ain't got time to deal with all the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like people arguing over who's this, who's that. You know, the shit I see in these group chats, especially, it it boggles my mind. Like we should be like thinking of ways to organize and come together, but instead people um pinning false accusations on people that don't have no fucking evidence about now. Like that just drives me crazy. I just don't have time for that. What you
Well,
think,
I've
man?
I've experienced that in real life in the past with faction fights and everything. It just the circular firing squad. That's a continuous story of the left. But take comfort that you're seeing that in the MAGA movement now between the
Oh yeah.
Steve Bannons and the Elon Musk.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, they're sitting there just. I mean, and I'm like, everyone relax. Maybe this project 2025 might crumble if there's division. You want to encourage to just let them fight, and just
Yeah.
we may not get what we want, but they may not get what they want. Just let them fight.
Yeah. 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 That's a good thing in my eyes
Mhm.
too. Um okay. This is why I meant to ask you some real questions. We just got in a tangent about Twitter. Why do you think Kamala Harris lost? Think about it.
Oh, well, on the surface, I think the election was more like 1988, and that was my first election when I voted for Michael Dukakis. I voted for Jill Stein this election in 24. It was similar in the sense that people bought into the fact they used the word liberal in 1988. In 2024, they used the word woke, and I'm tired of people weaponizing the word woke.
Yeah,
But
me too.
yeah, in fact, I'm trying to do a crusade against it. Because woke means anything center left to these people on the right. So they said things that were just not true, like Kamala Harris is a communist. Kamala Harris is a communist. I mean, you know, come on now. I mean, she is as generic as milk toast, as non-controversial, and even so-called political correctness. She didn't even go there in her campaign. She ran a very, very safe campaign, and
Yeah,
so far to the
exactly.
right that she in the words of Breonna Joy Gray, she ended up bumping fists with Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney, which is absolutely detestable to me.
Yeah, my thing too. She didn't separate herself from Joe Biden. Like all to be
Hmm.
honest with you, what she could have did was she could have said, I'm gonna have a ceasefire. I'm gonna separate from him with that because apparently he didn't want one. And also too, she like you said, like she didn't ran like about trans people and all that stuff. She said she owned guns, like that's crazy about what the right does though. They always try to weaponize, in any way, shape, form, or fashion. They find anything that a person says from the past, like
The
that's
the only crumb she pulled, she threw at the left was Tim Walz, who's
yeah,
one of the better governors. Yes, it's true. He's one
yeah,
of the better governors in the country, state governors. However, he was just they didn't really let him talk.
yeah. That's a big mistake right there too. I agree.
Yeah, and so I just kind of like, and then it just I don't know. It was just kind of sad to see how badly they ran their campaign. In my view, they really and I think that overall the American people wanted they wanted to return to normal in 2020. They're kind of fickle, and they wanted grocery prices were objectively higher. It's not Biden's fault. It's not Kamala Harris' fault. It's not even Trump's fault. It's COVID's fault. I mean, everything getting back to normal with after the close, everything was closing down. I mean, it created a demand on the economy. That's where all the high gas prices and the high prices at the grocery stores, all that's where the inflation came from. And, again, I'm no fan of Biden. I'm no fan of Trump. And I do mean I'm no fan of either one of them. I'm not blaming them for the inflation. I'm blaming the COVID aftermath and maybe the response from the closing down, the lockdowns. I think that's where, it would have happened under Trump had Trump been reelected in 2020.
Well, I'll say this about the grocery prices. If Biden, if he actually cared about the average American, he would have, a lot of, most of that you said is true. But I'll also add this, corporations are greedy as hell. Greedy, greedflation. So all Biden could have said, hey, you want to raise your prices, or pass a corporate, damn, I can't even say it right, corporate gains tax every time you raise prices. And I bet they wouldn't raise them even more higher than they are now. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Go
ahead. I'm sorry. But the only thing I'm going to miss from Biden, only one thing I will miss from Biden, I'll die on this hill, and it didn't go far enough, was the ever so mild improvement on the National Labor Relations Board. That's going to go away for sure. That'll be the biggest, that'll be the difference people will feel. Other than that, there's not going to be any real changes. The Supreme Court, whatever, Biden had an opportunity to stack the courts, and he didn't, or impose the term limits or whatever. Where the fuck was he doing these things? And the Republicans kept on saying he's going to do these radical things. I'm like, well, when is he going to do it?
Biden said himself he ain't going to do that. Remember? The beginning, he said he ain't going to stack the court. I remember all this stuff. The Biden presidency, when I really started, 100% paying attention to what's going on, to be honest with you. Yeah, Biden said he was willing to work with the Republicans on stuff. So, yeah.
That's his brand. That was his brand as a senator.
Yeah, calling Biden woke, it's like calling me a Nazi. You see what I'm saying? It don't mix. You see what I'm saying? I know it ain't a great example, but yeah, so.
Well, he's epitome of non-woke. I mean, he's always he's always put his foot in his mouth in his entire life.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the stuff he said is a gold mine just as much as some of the shit that comes out of Trump's mouth.
Yeah, and Biden worked with a segregationist. So, yeah, I don't know what the term woke people coming up with. This guy worked with Sean Thurman.
Yes.
The crime bill. We still have suffering the effects of that now. So, yeah, Biden is, hell, I say Biden is more to the right of Trump, in my opinion. I know a lot of people look at me weird saying it, but that's how I feel about it.
Well, I mean, you think about he voted for the Iraq War, a lot of the language in the USA Patriot Act that we're dealing with today since 2001, there's a lot of the Biden language in there. And it was gathering dust. They were just waiting for the right time for that to become law. And of course, the 9/11 attack, and everything. Bipartisan path. Y'all were talking about fascism and its bipartisan path. I would say that the modern path toward fascism, which is bipartisan today, started as a result of the response in 9/11. I'm not a 9/11 truther, but I think that they were glad it happened so they could go and start incrementing this, the Department of Homeland Security and all, so we're all basically surveillanced.
Yeah. That's what they wanted. Yeah, you're right.
And each administration adds something to it. I mean, the Disinformation Governance Board, it was so unpopular that it got shut down. But even if it would have passed, I doubt that Trump would have gotten rid of it.
Yeah, I agree. That was crazy to begin with. Like people always say, "Who gonna watch the Watchmen?" You see, us like
Exactly.
how you know what's actually true and what's actually like. I hate that shit. Like that was Elon was talking about before he bought Twitter. Like, it just it's like everything that Nazi promised. Like he reneged on that shit a second the corporations got to him. Because you notice a lot of corporations pull ads from Twitter. That's probably why he's doing what he's doing now. In terms of like changing the algorithm and all that stuff. That's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't trust Elon Musk, and I don't understand all the steps for Elon Musk. And what's his name? Kyle Rittenhouse. He praised Trump for the restoration of free speech on Twitter. I'm just like,
what?
Yeah, fucking asshole. He did not. He did not.
No, he didn't. If he did, then why is he banning left accounts left and right and suppressing just leftist accounts in general? Like, and every time I go on Twitter, I see a Nick Fuentes tweet about some Nazi shit. Like, it's. Like,
I have some leftist friends that have to go recreate another account after they get pulled down. There's one that doesn't really post so much anymore. Are you familiar with his name is Joe / Shut the Fuck Up Shitlib. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Yeah, I know him. Oh
yeah, good guy. And he puts out a lot of great material out there. I haven't seen a lot of material from him in quite a while, but I mean, he his stuff, the material he puts out is a gold mine. I used to enjoy seeing the stuff he produces and all of that. And he's been pulled down several times, but he's got his account back, another account up, but he's not posting anymore.
Yeah,
kind of similar to Turncoat Don's material. I don't know if you're familiar with Turncoat Don.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been around the Twitter block a little bit. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Yeah, they post good stuff. It's just, like told you, stuff like that get pulled down. That's great. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the ceasefire? Do you think it will pull something, or what?
I think I could be wrong, but what I think that what Trump did by getting that real estate the kind of asshole real estate guy in there, basically, pardon my language, turning Netanyahu into a little bitch that during that Sabbath time, which that was cool. Anytime you can humiliate Benjamin Netanyahu is, just short of arresting him is cool, But if, a ceasefire, lives not being, more lives not being gone is certainly a start. I would love to see some kind of peace, somehow be realized where, well, definitely for the Palestinians people who have suffered enough and everything. I mean, we know we're not going to see what we ultimately want to see out there, but
one state solution. Yeah.
A one state successor state that's a secular state that's for everybody. But as far as the current status quo, where with Biden and Harris, they were basically just sitting there, just coddling Netanyahu at every turn. That was sickening.
I know. Then Trump threatened them, said it'll be hell to pay if no ceasefire deal is met. Then they got one done, even though Netanyahu tried to sabotage it a little bit again, but they finally got it done. Hey, I'm just gonna say this. I'm calling balls and strikes here. Like it took Trump, to get a ceasefire deal done and Biden had 15 months to get one done. Like, I mean, this maybe shows me more Biden is more a genocidal maniac than Trump. Like, both of them are genocidal maniacs. But
Well, I'll
yeah,
say this: we had an improved relationship with North Korea under Trump. I mean, I'm not saying Trump is a
true.
great guy,
Oh no,
but
yeah.
yeah, there was improved relationship. That was a positive thing. And I heard liberals like, "Are you kidding me? He called us dictators or whatever." If he can sit there and basically, basically have it so where North Korea, and where North Korea may gain something out of this, give them an incentive not to use nuclear weapons. Hey, that's a good idea, and
Right.
everybody be more at peace with each. We want everybody to be at peace with each other.
Yeah. That's what we fight for every day, a peaceful
Yeah.
world. Hey.
And I don't care who's causing the peace. I don't care who breaks a peace treaty. I don't care who's the one that negotiated. I want the actual peace treaty to take place.
Hey, if Trump said tomorrow, like, hey, I won't go in all the regime change wars that the United States currently in, I'll be like, hey, that's great. Like, I'm giving a guy credit for that, but I can still say at the same time, fuck him for for other shit too. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like people on Twitter and TikTok mad at me because I gave Trump credit for that. I'm like, I mean, he did got it done, guys. Like, we wanted a ceasefire, right? I mean, it's not the end all be all yet. Like, we want to end the apartheid and the occupation, but ceasefire is a start. Hopefully, I hope Israel don't do something else. Like, I seen in one of the ceasefire deals that the second phase they're gonna still have like the IDF around the border around Gaza, which I don't like that because they can do something like especially with the Palestinians going back to North Gaza, like that's kind of suspect, but yeah, yeah, so.
But we shouldn't give Trump too much credit because the Abraham Accords cost this shit to begin.
Oh yeah, back in 2019,
yeah. So
then move the embassy to Jerusalem too. So
yeah.
So
I mean, he's a mixed bag. He's a wild card. And he's a mixed bag. But as I said, ripping up the Iran deal, that's horrible. Fuck him on that. Fuck him on murdering Qasem Soleimani. What he did in early 2020. Trying to topple the government of Venezuela. Saying that Juan Guaido is the president of Venezuela when the people themselves voted Nicolas Maduro. He is the president. It's not up to Trump to decide who's the president of Venezuela.
Exactly, man. Yeah. Like, that only thing I hate about America, the United States, like, why we always try to be the world's police? Like, we're not the world's police. Like let these countries have their own sovereign government. Let's try to get everybody housing. Let's try to get everybody health care. Let's focus on that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just so sick and tired of us intervening in other people's governments and stuff. Oh God, man.
How's this for some bullshit? Just before Biden left office, he eased travel restriction to Cuba, knowing full damn well that Trump is going to reinstate that. You know? And what threat is Cuba to the United States? What threat is it to the United States? Not a damn threat at all. I mean, United States can bomb everybody else, but what is Cuba when they go abroad? They send a team of medical doctors and nurses. I mean,
You remember Sicko, the movie with Michael Moore?
I remember it very well.
Yeah, I watched it I think a couple of months ago. Man, remember he sent some sick people to Cuba and they got well because they had nationalized healthcare, like something that we don't have. You see what I'm saying? Like, and then also too, I heard they had a vaccine that actually eradicated COVID. Like, actually had a vaccine for that. I heard, but
lung cancer. Too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Cuba is such a threat to us. Like this fucking 1963 with the Cuban Missile Crisis. Like that. Like, really. Like that's what the United States act like with Cuba still. So
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, it was Cuba more authoritarian at one time. Yeah, Cuba's relaxed. There's more civil liberties in Cuba now. Cuba's looking more like Yugoslavia under Tito these days than it did under what people will view, whatever convoluted visions they had of what they
yeah,
view, you know, whatever they want to view, the authoritarianism that they have in their minds and everything, the gulags and all that. I mean, it's looking more like Yugoslavia under Tito, and even a lot of people from the Cold War, a lot of Cold War warriors on the right acknowledged that Yugoslavia was a free society under Tito.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Like
yeah.
my thing is maybe we need to like look into Cuba's playbook and see how they have a better society than we have. Like we have so many sick people that can't get healthcare because unless either you get healthcare, you go bankrupt, or you don't and you die. Like that's not freedom, to
No,
me.
it's not. No. Everybody has a house. Everybody has health care. Everybody has a job. Everybody has education. And they had this in spite of a crippling embargo.
Exactly,
Yeah.
man. What do you think of this comment? I said, I'd rather have a communist society rather than a democracy. What do you think about that?
Um, you rather have a communist society than a democracy.
Yeah.
It depends on how you define communism and how you define democracy. That's how I
Okay.
see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's how I see
Yeah.
it. I mean, if you defined it as the worst example, let's say Cambodia under Pol Pot, or even
Yeah.
Vietnam had to come in there and liberate. I mean, yeah, I would not want killing fields. I mean,
Yeah. Obviously.
yeah, that was horrible example. But but as I said, I would say try to find what is best in any system and maximize it where because it's an ideal you're supposed to live up to. There's no true socialist society. There's no true communist society. Yet it's all a concept. And even societies that has been put in place that are looked upon as a model, whether we're talking about Norway or whether we're talking about Cuba, where they both have kind of has some kind of a model to go by, where there's elimination of poverty. They all have problems too. So you got to find something that's it's something that evolves, and all societies will have to work toward evolving towards something that will eventually be perfect. Whether we get there or not remains to be seen.
Right. Yeah. I agree. It's the way you defined it. Yeah. That's why I always talk about like actually trying to like talk to people. You gotta define things in a certain way, because when people hear the word communism, they go, I wouldn't say they go crazy, but they go like skeptical, like, well, I don't know about communism. I don't know about that. But
I used to be that way. I'm not a communist. However, I don't run under my bed about it. I mean,
yeah.
Just it's because I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you heard of David McReynolds from the Socialist Party USA. He was the 1980 and 2000 candidate president. I used to be a member of the Socialist Party, and he talked about he was not a Marxist Leninist, but he talked about the beautiful tradition of the communist movement in the United States and what they did in terms of labor and civil rights, and people need to kind of put aside their differences and from all sides, some of the historical little circular firing squads that is the left.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's talk about Trump for a second. Do Do you think Trump will be more authoritarian than his other presidency, or you think it'll be about the same?
Okay. Okay. All right. Some people have get mad at me when I use the term Trump derangement syndrome. I've used
Yeah.
it for almost the past decade because in 2016, when he got elected and while he was president during that first time, I was never a supporter of Trump, but he was so cartoonishly stupid. I never took him seriously. But honestly, I don't think I suffer from it, but I think he's more authoritarian now than he was then.
Yeah, I agree with
No.
that. I agree with
Yeah.
that.
And
He got more of it.
Oh, go ahead.
Go, you good?
Yeah, the liberals are more showing more cooperation with him now than they did back then, and he's far worse now than he was then. That's basically what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. Like I had Trump derangement syndrome back in 2017, 18. Yeah. Like I couldn't stand the guy, man. like some things I said, but that's before I realized that, he was just a symptom then. Like he just basically did what George Bush did, like on steroids. See what I'm saying? Tax
I
cuts for
think
the
George
wealthy.
W. Bush is still worse in some ways.
Yeah. That too.
Yeah, because he got the ball rolling. I mean,
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Now, Trump got he got the ball on his court now. Oh yeah, he got none but yes men in his cabinet that's just gonna cuddle his nutsack. They ain't gonna tell him no. See, before, the first term, when he wanted to shoot protesters' legs, some of the generals told him, nah, I don't think that's a good idea. They talked him out of that, but now it's open season, man. That's what Ty Peasant said. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild ride, man. These next 4 years, okay, let's talk about 2028. Some people said the Democrats need somebody like Jon Stewart to run, like a celebrity type figure. What you think? Yeah.
Here's the thing. When it comes to Kyle Kalinske, of the big, larger names, he might be one of the better ones. However, and I started my show because of Kyle, but he could get a little silly at times. And thing about it is, Jon Stewart. I mean, I don't know. Jon Stewart can be shit libby at times these days, and I don't think that he has the stamina that it would take to fight Donald Trump wouldn't be able to run for re-election, but I just don't think he has the kind of stamina. I would say if anybody, I would say someone if you want to recruit somebody in the Democratic Party to fight like that. His politics has improved over the years. I would say Jesse Ventura. Jesse Ventura don't put up with no shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Jesse Ventura. I think he's better than Tim Walz as governor. He actually got more shit done. What he said one time, he gave rebate checks or something to Minnesotans or something like that. And then when he was as Minnesota governor, he was independent. You had a Democrat and Republican chamber, whatever. He still got shit done. So I agree with that.
With Jesse Ventura, basically, Jesse Ventura, he has no filter, and he has what I would say, and the way I feel about Bernie these days is he's still got good policies. He just doesn't. He's hit a brick wall. I still have a warm spot for Bernie Sanders, but I know that we can't rely on Bernie Sanders anymore. We have to move past Bernie. I'm not on the fuck Bernie Sanders bandwagon, but I'm not on the Bernie can do no wrong anymore either. So we have to move past Bernie Sanders and find somebody, and I don't mean like a savior figure, but somebody who could carry on his tradition and build that movement. So we can actually have nice things in this society for a change. And maybe Jesse Ventura would be the person instead of Jon Stewart. Yeah, Jon Stewart, he would be too polite at the end of the day. But I think that Jesse Ventura, he would. If somebody attacked Jesse Ventura will insult back and not give a fuck.
Oh yeah. That's true. About what you said, don't you think Jill Stein could replace Bernie, like as a not as a Democrat, but as a like just a person that she has Bernie Sanders policies, but she's not in the duopoly. You see what I'm saying? Like, what you think?
Well, I like Jill Stein. I voted for her in 2016, and I voted for her again in 2024. Her baggage is not her fault, but she's considered a spoiler, and she's also whether it's true or not, I don't think it's true. She's considered too tied with Vladimir Putin. So that's and I'd rather be tied in with Putin than to be tied in with Ukrainian Nazis. I mean, my God. I mean, that's another thing right there. How Americans are they overlook the fact that there are Ukrainian Nazis doing their thing over there,
Yeah, that's crazy though, people would rather glorify a Nazi regime rather than a guy that's, again, like Vladimir Putin. Like he's not a great person, but at least
I would never vote for Putin.
Like Putin has like an 80% approval rating by the Russian people, so I don't know if that construed or not, but 80% approval rating, like, hey,
I wouldn't vote for Putin. For the record, I wouldn't vote for Putin. I'm just saying.
I know. Yeah, me either.
Yeah, I mean,
I get what you're saying.
He's the right wing for me, but I don't crawl under my bed in fear of Putin either.
Yeah, I fear the fucking deep state more than I fear Putin. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm at.
Netanyahu's worse than Putin, Yeah, I mean, you talk about somebody who's a horrible head of state. Netanyahu's the person people have to be mad at, because look what's happening, and just what he did. I mean, he got blood.
Like 46,000 Palestinians on alive right now because of Netanyahu and Biden too. Like, in my opinion, I think Israel's done. I think after this, like, their reputation is fucked beyond repair.
I don't think they'll exist by the year 2035. I do not think the country will exist.
Yeah, me too. Like, I think it's like I think the only reason why they went along with the ceasefire deal, and give me your thoughts on this, then we could cut it out. I think the reason why they went along with it because the economy was tanking. What you think?
I think that maybe they might have been tanking. The economy might have been tanking because public opinion around the world, even people who were longtime supporters of Israel, were like, I can't, that was a bridge too far right there. Because I mean, even some of the questionable shit they did in the past was nothing compared to what they're doing now, and they've been turning more and more theocratic over the years. Even the secular traditions that they did have at one time seem to be disappearing, and and I just think that they have lost favor around the world with some of the bullshit that they have done. So the economy is tanking, and I think that the reason why it was been going on, this catastrophe, this massacre in Gaza has been going as long as it has, is because Netanyahu is trying to escape jail time because he was, he has some corruption charges and he's trying to save his own ass.
Yeah. And then you see our government, being Netanyahu simps they are, passed the bill legislation to sanction the ICC for doing their job.
It just made me like the ICJ even more.
Yeah, I mean, oh my God. Then what happens when your government is bought by a foreign agent, also known as APAC?
Yeah, I mean,
it's
it just makes me like the International Court of Justice even more. Made me the most pro International Court of Justice of I have ever been. And
yeah,
I right now in the year 2025, I'd like to see nothing more than to see Benjamin Netanyahu arrested
me too, man.
and the people in
Me
his
too.
cabinet arrested that were connected to the slaughter in Gaza.
Yeah, me too, man. I agree.
Mhm.
Okay, Willie Bragg. Man, I could talk to you all day, but I gotta go. I gotta do another podcast with another good friend of mine. In about an hour and 15
Oh
minutes.
yeah,
So
I have a guest on my show tonight at 8 o'clock too. So we'll
yeah,
be both busy, and as I
yeah,
said, and you guys will be on my show. We're gonna work on having you both on my show soon too.
yeah, yeah. I can't wait, man.
Okay,
Sorry it took so long. I just had so much on my plate.
you're
Um,
fine.
like,
Yeah,
like
same here.
one thing about doing the network, like after me getting off work, going to the gym, I come home and I be on this computer for like at least 6 hours. So I'm just busy uploading clips and promoting it, and just so much to it. Like, so
Oh yeah, and congratulations on your channel getting over 1,000 subscribers. I don't know if I mentioned that before, so
yeah,
yeah, I know that's a quite a triumph right there for most people these days.
yeah, man. Like, yeah, I look at these other channels like Savage Sass, RBN, and I don't want to be like them. Like I said on ATP Network, we want to do our own thing. Like, yeah, we will be like, it'll be some videos where we kind of sound kind of gossipy. That's just sometimes the way we are. But I want to try to keep it both professional and chill at the same time. You know what I'm
Right? Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. All right.
yeah.
Yes.
All
So.
all right. Okay, guys, that wraps up episode 25 of Tea Time with Andre and TP. Thanks again to Willie Brad for coming on, and again, sorry for having you waiting because I know I don't like to waste people's time. Um, you know, um, at the last minute, I told her that she was coming on, and she already had like news stories to talk about. So next time, I will ask you earlier. You know what I mean, and tell her earlier as well, so we can blend you in with us. So
No
okay.
problem. It's all good.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching our show. Be sure to subscribe to Willie Bragg's YouTube channel as well. Um, and subscribe to us as well. So, all right, Willie Bragg, have a good one, man.
All right. You take it easy.
All right.